everything about Bombay Act to be followed by us by Advocate Dr. Arun Mishra, sir. Myself, Dr. Jagriti Patil, coordinating today's webinar with my co-coordinator, Dr. Abhishek Kokre. First of all, it is my great pleasure to welcome all honorable dignitaries present on this virtual dais. I welcome Dr. Kamini Dhiman, Ma'am, President NIMA OBGY Central, Dr. Priyanka Nakade, Ma'am, Secretary NIMA OBGY Central, Dr. Vishnu Bhavne, Sir, Treasurer NIMA OBGY Central, Dr. Rajesh Utne, Sir, Convener NIMA OBGY Central. Also, further, I would like to welcome all the office bearers of NIMA Central state bodies. I wholeheartedly welcome all the participants attending today's webinar. Welcome all. Let me brief everyone with instructions to maintain decorum in today's lecture. Kindly register with the name as written on NIMA OBGY's membership registration certificate, followed by NIMA OBGY registration number. Please don't hesitate to put your doubts in chat box or you can raise your hand. All the doubts will be answered at the end of the session. Proceeding further, we are now virtually going to inaugurate this webinar with Dhanvantari Stavan. Everyone can fold their hands, pray, and seek blessings from Lord Dhanvantari. नमामि धन्वन्तरिमादिदेवं सुरासुरे वन्दितपादपद्मं लोके जरारुभयमृत्युनाशनं दातारमीशं विविधौषधीनां शङ्खं चक्रं जलौकां दधतमृतघटं चारुदोर्भिश्चतुर्भिः सूक्ष्मस्वच्छातिरुद्यां शुकपरिविलसन् मौलिमम्भोजनेत्रं कालाम्भोदोज्ज्वलाङ्गं कटितटविलसत् चारुपीताम्बराढ्यं वन्दे धन्वन्तरिं तं निखिलगदवनं प्रौढदावाग्निनीलम्. The Lord Dhanvantari bless us all with good health, success, and prosperity. Now, I would like to brief everyone about NIMA OBGY agenda. NIMA OBGY, that is National Integrated Medical Association, Obstetrics and Gynecological Society of India, aims to impart education in supporting and protecting the character, status, and interest of the integrated medical profession in practitioners of Sriroga and Prasutantra. NIMA OBGY is committed to promote services for betterment of health of the community, especially maternal and child health, prevention of ailments and diseases, their treatment with integrated approach of Indian medicine with modern science. As Bombay nursing registration of a hospital is the starting but the most important step in legal practice, our today's topic is everything about Bombay Nursing Act to be followed by us. And our today's speaker is Dr. Arun Mishra, sir. Sir is practicing advocate in Supreme Court, High Court, and widely known medico-legal consultant. He has completed LLM, PhD, MD, MA in philosophy, MA in psychology, PG in mythology, mysticism, advanced courses in yoga, and many, many more. He has helped lot of doctors with doctors' risk, medico-legal services, and providing indemnity policies to them. Having successfully handled almost 18,000 plus medico-legal cases in last 20 years, he humbly attributes this to practical and combined knowledge of medicine and law. In field of medical legal, he is arguably the best among its peers in India. His success rate counts as on today is almost 100%. So well, we welcome you, sir, and it's our great pleasure to listen your lecture. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Jagrati, and thanks to all the delegate here who have spent the time to learn about medical law altogether. And I thank NIMA OBGY, I thank Priyanka ma'am and their all the team who always think of their people to get connected to all the good speakers on a various topics to upgrade the knowledge of the people so that they will be comfortable while doing a practice. Yes, I mean that because in my personal experience, knowledge is at most important because I have found that suffering is simply because we are ignorant about something. But if you understand the law of the land, if you are not ignorant, people cannot extort money to you from you. People will definitely respect you and you will be in peace. Time again, I have spoken on all the topics in the past. Many of the topics, definitely, many of the people must have heard. And Priyanka ma'am wanted that some new topic to be shared with our people. And finally, according to her, majority of doctors are having a nursing home or attached to a nursing home or visiting a nursing home for their practices. So law related to nursing homes plays a vital role in understanding medical law. So I agree to that because in my experience, I have handled multiple cases in respect to nursing home, and I always feel the knowledge of nursing home law is utmost required to every practitioner. Reason behind that is one very specific, that because of the judgment given by Honorable Supreme Court, in my opinion, around 90% liability as a vicarious liability goes on nursing home. So if you are a nursing home owner, if you are owning a nursing home, then this is definitely going to be important session to you, because there is a judgment where presentation done by the counsel for the consultant that in corporate hospital, even for cranial surgery, where 4 lakhs bill has been done by the hospital, the neurosurgeon gets only 20,000 rupees. So amount of profit which corporate hospital earns and amount of service amount which doctor takes has got a wide difference, and so required in liability. And with that reasoning, there are a judgment which says that the liability of hospital must be in the tune of that profit. And if at all we read inside, in my opinion, as an interpretation, that even the order comes many of the time jointly and severely, but if it is presented to the court, the 90% liability can go to the hospital industry, nursing home. But it does not stop here. Nursing home not only is riskier in the form of compensation, but nursing home definitely become very, very important in respect to the regulation and rules. The liability on nursing home is not only a vicarious, but other liabilities also now being seen under the laws of the land in respect to the hospital industry. Hospital industry means it is not only the owner, it is not only the director, partner, proprietor, CEO, CFO, trustees, but also the qualified, unqualified staff, also RMOs, including visiting consultant to various hospitals. And that's the reason why nursing home become the higher risk people in today's world. And for them, knowing about law is at most important. So today I will try to deal very silent feature of nursing home, which is known to the people. Many of us may not be knowing majority of rules and regulation and just practicing, and suddenly when some incidents happens, we realize that, oh, we should have done this, we should have followed this, and this can be a very difficult situation at that time. I say so because lots of cases I am handling in respect to the medical negligence or unethical practice claimed of hospital where owner is made responsible. So let me start with few examples. I still remember a case where patient was admitted to hospital and filed a case against the doctor nurses only on a ground that he has not got a good service from paramedical staff. And according to his complaint later, when his brother was admitted in hospital, complained of severe abdominal pain, crying with the pain, calling nurses and other staff. That time in ward, there was only one nurse, and she was busy on call with I don't know with whom, and it has gone for almost an hour plus. The patient was suffering from pain. She was busy on a call with very close one and don't want to put off the phone. The patient is crying for help, and that caused a walk where relative not only created a ruckus in a hospital but also leaded to litigation. And you will agree with me, this is common in every hospital. Second case, let me share with you. There was a case where during over, we all know that they have got 8 hours or 12 hours duty, depend upon the nursing home and upon the nurses you appoint. During over in one of the hospital, where 2 year Bachu admitted for some purpose, was discharged, maybe fever and some other thing, and was kept on antibiotic. Last dose need to be given before Bachu was discharged. Cannula of her IV line was on around morning or afternoon. Bachu was discharged, and pediatrician has instructed to give a final dose and remove the cannula. Could be maybe bill issue, maybe whatever the issue. Patient remained in hospital till evening, and where second nurse on duty arrived, and during the over, the responsibility of giving injection was pushed to other nurse. When she has taken the over and found that Bachu was discharged in afternoon or late morning, she questioned the nurse, why don't you have given that injection which was in your duty? Why you kept for 4 hours waiting for me? And because of this friction between two nurses, it got quarreled, argument. Relative was the father of the child was standing there, and because of this particular conflict between two nurses, one nurse went to the bed of that particular child. Now, in between two bed, there was a medicine table where she found injection of next bed child was of 17 years, was on azithromycin 500 IV, and this Bachu was prescribed Taxim injection. She has picked azithromycin 500 milligram, reconstituted and pushed in body of child. Bachu got convulsion in front of father, and by the time resuscitation then shifted to other hospital, Bachu died. Imagine the scenario situation which hospital owner must have faced. Yes, it is true that nurse got arrested, doctor was booked under FIR, that is owner also with RMO booked. It has taken 3 months for me to take, because when this case came to me, the nurse was already behind the bar in a jail for almost 3 months. When I have argued the matter, I filed anticipatory bail for owner who was on run. 3 months they could not able to join the hospital, and hospital, you can understand what must have happened to the hospital. So the mistake of, or because of some reason, this has cropped up. I still remember I got a call from corporate hospital where absolutely new trainee nurse was given a duty at night time, where she has got experience with joining, that almost 90% Bachu was put on IV injection. The doses was through IV, and one Bachu was just in the same morning was shifted to oral suspension. I don't know with what knowledge, with what mood she came to this Bachu, thinking that this oral suspension is nothing but injection. She reconstituted the solution and taken the prescribed dose and pushed in the body of Bachu. Just imagine what pediatrician must have faced when they called me midnight 3 a.m. for this issue, and how the sleepless night was there for my consultant. It's very common in country. Giving wrong injection, transfusing wrong blood, busy in their personal affairs, no focus, ego hurting of the relative, and many more episodes. Being a nursing home owner, you must have experienced few, has made a havoc for the hospital. This does not end here. In majority of hospitals across the country, I found that the responsibility to the nurse and receptionist is also of taking medical record or taking a signature of patients and relatives. Very important piece of paper of consent we pushed on these people to take a consent. My gynecologist believe that they are doing a good job or doing a better job because no incidents they have found. But let me share one or two examples to you. There was a case of a gynecologist who got a call for doing MTP. In the old case, that time BNS was not there, that time IPC was there. He inquired on call that all medical paper record has been properly maintained, documentation done. He got answer yes. He came to the hospital. It was 8 or 10 weeks pregnancy, done his job, left the hospital, believing that everything was properly done. Patient got discharged later. And then after the procedure, the boy has refused to marry a girl. In that respect, the girl has filed a rape case against the boy. But in that, she has added that my bachu was aborted by the doctor without my consent. And it was an utter surprise when my doctor was called by the police and threatened to be booked under 313. Those days 313, now section got changed. Causing miscarriage without women's consent, 10 years punishment, non-bailable offense. Doctor said no, everything was properly maintained, but when medical record was brought to the police station, it is shocking to revelation to the doctor also that instead of girl, the boy has signed. And boy luckily has narrated that I have been told to take a signature of a girl. I know that she is not going to sign. So I have taken a paper little away, done signature and handed over to receptionist saying that she signed. Just imagine, my friend, that time we could able to give a justice to my doctor. But if this repeats, what consequences my doctor is going to face? Medical records, you don't train and give everything in hand of nurses, receptionists, and because of that, very latest judgment came. If you all remember, a routine habit of the hospital that they take a signature on a blanket paper. They don't fill in the blanks, name of the doctor, name of the procedure, various other things, and they keep with a file. Patient get discharged, nothing happens, uneventful process and procedure, and then doctor and nurse both forget to fill the blanks. And in same respect, many of the time, a year later, when patient comes for the demand of medical record, that xerox is as it is given to the patient. My friend, in similar matter, a matter gone to Honorable National Commission, and on 2020 July month, one of the judgment delivered in respect to pre-print consent form holding good today also had made a change in practice. And in that case, when nursing home, that is RG Stone's medical record was seen by the judges, they found that everywhere there is a blank except signature of the patient and relative, that is a witness. And court has observed, court said there is no medical negligence on the part of a doctor, but pre-printed consent form with a blank space is a blanket consent. It is high headedness of the hospital, arbitrariness of the hospital, unfair trade contract, restrictive trade practice need to be looked after. and found that as a deficiency in service and penalized hospital for 10 lakh rupees to be paid to legal aid department. My friend, nursing home, running a nursing home is very easy, but maintaining with all ethics and regulation is really difficult. And this is where we get troubled. Extortionists get opportunity to extort money. Antisocial activists gets opportunity to trouble us, and we face lots of issues. So, my friend, it is very important to understand the law of nursing home. Nursing Home Act, furtherance to that, let me tell you, my friend, is known to you all. But you all know only the clause of registration where you go for C form. Every doctor, and law is very clear. Any medical practitioner can apply, follow the rules and regulation and the norms, and medical officer, after visiting, finding everything is clear, give registration, and accordingly you renew just before ending the registration every year or every year, whichever permission you've been allotted to you, and you renew the registration, and you feel that nursing home act has got that much regulations only. And if you ask me, this is my personal experience, that every nursing home owner, every doctor who runs the nursing home have got same in their mind, that they are only related to this much for nursing home act. But we don't ever see the rules and regulation, the things. And suddenly when we get a notice, suddenly when some problem arise, then we come to know about all these issues. My friend, this need to be known to all the people. I don't know how many people in this group knows about the amendment brought under Bombay Nursing Home Act in 2021. And that, if you don't know, it is going to be a problematic to you if antisocial activists will come to know about this regulation, if extortionists will come to know about this nursing home action. Let me share one more case to you about this extortion by an antisocial guy. I came across when I was arguing a matter for one of my orthopedic surgeon and his nursing home, where this guy was a complainant. I was shocked because I found that three, four cases against various nursing homes are pending and the same complainant. One fine day, our date was there, matter was delayed. I was in court. This guy came to me, spoken to me, introduced himself, and then we went to have a tea. And there, my straight question to him, why you're traveling my people? What is the objective of yours towards our nursing home people? When he has narrated the factual story, I was shocked. And this can happen with any nursing home owner. So let me share this case to you. He said, I was in a jail for 18 years. I spent almost major part of life in jail, and I learned lots of law there which can be misused, not used properly. I learned a lot of tactic there. And when I came out, I thought of using these laws, misuse of law, to make a money. I wanted to have a easy money. And I found that doctors are easiest target. He said, then I gone through all the nursing home act, understood that and related thing. And I have decided to target only nursing home people. My target was very clear, to earn 10 lakh rupees a month. Very smartly, he was sharing all this. I said, how you do all this? He said, I just go to some area I stay there for 2 months. My target is there for 1 or 2 months. Many of the time 1 month, many of the time 2 months. I first file RTI application to find out how many nursing homes are there, how many qualified nurses, how many qualified doctors, who are the owner, how this nursing home is running, everything which is being guided under Nursing Home Act. I take all detailed information from government authorities. Then I do Reiki of every nursing home to choose the target. I know good payer where good practice is found, which nursing home is running good. I know he can easily give me money. Then I go to this nursing home as a patient first. I sit on waiting room where relatives of patients are waiting. Also, OPD patients may be waiting. I just make a relationship with them. I just discuss with them, try to found or try to get more and more information in respect to the patient and treatment. I go to the doctor also with some vague complaint. I do take consulting. I do pay a fees of that doctor and make a rapport with the doctor. And I do repeated visit to that hospital. Then people start knowing that I am maybe a relative of some of the patient admitted here. Then I go to nurses, different nurses of different timing, morning hours, evening hours, alag ward. I just want to praise them about their good job. So they feel very happy. They are putting IVs, they are giving injections, they are doing every activity. And once they are happy, I continue conversation and I try to find out their qualification because I was knowing the qualification given under Nursing Home Act. And I know every hospital is having a nurses which is 10th pass, 12th pass, 8th pass to save the money. So naturally, they are going to tell the truth that I am 7th pass, I am 8th pass, I am uneducated. I take these surveys, ask them, praise them, take out information. Then I 2 or 3 times go to the same doctor for the consulting. And then I ask the doctor because 3 times repo got developed. Then I ask very politely, doctor, if I refer a patient, what will be my benefit? And I have seen every doctor say that I am going to give you 20%, 10%, 30%. And I purposely sent some of my friend and take 30% out of that just to get experience and confidence of a doctor. I do every activity which is possible. But I said, then what you do? Guna, I record everything. And I was shocked when he said, yeah, I'm speaking to you also, and everything recording lively. And he has shown me his spec. He said, My spec has got two cameras. He has shown me his Bluetooth. He shows my Bluetooth has got camera. Then he showed me the button. He said, my button is also having camera. Then he showed me the pen. He said, my pen is also having a camera. And everything recorded, nurses conversation, patients conversation, relatives conversation, doctors conversation. I record everything and then I make a CD. And then when everything is done, I go to next visit to nursing home owner, that is the same doctor, and politely say, sir, I am very impressed with your practice with nursing home. I have developed good relation. And because of that, I am not going to trouble you much. But definitely, I definitely need something. So this is the thing I request you to watch tonight and we will speak tomorrow. And when doctor sees everything which is recorded, then next day he says, if you don't fulfill my need, I will initiate legal proceedings. And he said, with the fear, majority of my client bow down and give the money. Negotiate, yes, they negotiate. but somewhere 2 lakhs, some like 3 lakhs. My target is done. I said, if some doctor does not give the money, then I do whatever I want. I not only complain to the authorities, but I do file a consumer complaint case against them. I know what filing a case is very easy. And this is one of the doctors against whom I have filed a complaint because he has not bowed down. I said, but have any doctors not aggrieved or aggressively acted against you? He said, yes, one doctor has done. And he has paid his. I said, what you have done with the doctor? He said, I have not done anything. I just gone to his hospital, sit on the waiting room where relatives were waiting, patients were waiting, and murmured in the ear of my neighbor patient, that's, do you know that this doctor has got HIV positive? He is AIDS patient. Then I go and same thing I put an ear of nurses, ayawais. I know females are gossipers. In no time, whole hospital and patient will come to know that doctor has got AIDS. And let doctor prove that he don't have HIV positive. Let doctor go and do a n number of tests to prove himself that is not, because people will only say that doctor want to save that there isn't showing a negative report. And when I've done with this guy, he has closed his hospital and left the area. I was really shocked. Why I shared this? These are the extortness. And I shared a real story to you all. A real story to you all. Thus extortness. And recently I got another case. When I seen the complainant name, I was shocked. Now his target are dental people, my friend. And that the reason, when he is smart enough to know the Nursing Home Act, the rules of nursing home, we, being a doctor, being a nursing home owner, are supposed or mandatory required to know the Nursing Home Act. With this background, I'm not going to go for Nursing Home Act because that is known to you, but I definitely wanted to make you aware about the rules made under the Act and now being implemented across the country, which you should know. Because even Priyanka ma'am has said, I wanted that my people should know about the requirement of nursing home in respect to the gynec practice. So let me show you that rules and regulation for your knowledge. I will share the document to you uh, for your understanding because I want that these rules must be known to you. This was introduced in Maharashtra in 2021. I don't know how many people is knowing about these rules. The notification is brought by public health department under Nursing Home Act and which is known as Maharashtra Nursing Home Registration Amendment Rules 2021. And this is in place from 14th January 2021. That time COVID were there, we all know. And during COVID time, this notification came. Important thing which you need to know. Please read this as it is, but I'm just going to highlight few of the point where, of course, nursing home fees has been increased, which you must have experienced. They have brought officer to survey nursing home twice a year, and they defined the medical officers of Group A. They have brought grievance redressal cell, which was not earlier. Means they have given opportunity to patient to file a complaint, and the cell is going to, and this is going to redress the violation of rights and responsibility of patient under the act. So patient is empowered by these rules. There naturally both the party will get an opportunity either to appear independently or through representative. The law says that if at all any complaint received under Nursing Home Act, then it must be heard within 24 hours. If patient is under treatment, and within 1 month in all other cases. Suppose patient is admitted your center and he is not happy. During admission also he can complain, and within 24 hours nursing home will take initiation. And they said every nursing home should display about this grievance cell. I know not a single nursing home in a state must have been following these rules or putting affixing in a prominent place the name and number, the contact number, and details of local authority, which is mandatory nowadays. I found that many of the medical officers have issued a notice to multiple nursing home in this respect, but this is a rule which has already been notified. What they said, there should be one duty medical officer in 10-bed hospital, qualified midwifery one per 10 beds. So if you got 10-bed hospital, at least one qualified nurse, one in 3-bed. So qualified nurse is qualified nurse, not 10th and 12th pass. Physical structure, they have already defined what need to be there in nursing home, like emergency tray, suction machine, oxygen cylinder, everything they have already defined. Minimum requirement operation theater, they have very categorically has defined that what must be in OT, your OT table, anesthetic machine, pulse oximeter, electric suction, emergency tray, mobile schedule, as the minimum requirement instrument, everything, including the proper station operation theater facility. For ICU, they have already defined the floor space, 75 square feet per bed, centralized oxygen, or one oxygen cylinder per bed with two standby cylinder. Imagine how many cylinder you need to. Two suction machine, separate curtain, every monitor, ventilator, minimum pressure generator, and very, very important to all my nursing home owner who owns the nursing home with ICU, at least one MBBS doctor on duty, very specifically, because latestly I got a case where 10 crore compensation has been filed by the complainant, where patient dies in respiratory distress, and he found that RMO of this hospital handling ICU were BHMS and BMS. One MBBS doctor on duty all the time with physician if medical ICU, surgeon if surgical ICU, on call. So on call you can be, but mandatorily duty officer. Now, maternity nursing home. Now, I have been asked the question about maternity home. So, law is very clear. A maternity home providing basic emergency obstetric care shall have fetal Doppler, labor table, neonatal resuscitation kit, one suction machine with a generator, minimum one oxygen cylinder for 8-bed with one standby cylinder, minimum one infant warmer, all instrument equipment required for cardiopulmonary resuscitation, emergency tray, dressing trolley, autoclave, firefighting equipment. A maternity home providing comprehensive emergency obstetric care shall have, in addition to our facility, other facility of season section, forceps, vent house, and other mandatory requirement. Emergency medical services, they have defined that also, shall have all logistic for this. They must have register to maintain handing over a dead body. They have defined it that if death of patient occurs in nursing home, dead bodies shall be handed over to the patient next keen patient section after completing necessary medical legal formalities. If required, under no circumstances, just read it, under no circumstances, dead body should be withheld for non-payment of hospital bill or any other reason. So you cannot withhold dead body, my friend. Discharging a patient, no patient shall be detained by the hospital for non-payment of bill. which is done by very hospital. Law says that you got legal remedies to recover, but you cannot detain a patient for want of a bill. Blood transfusion patient nursing home shall have affiliation with licensed blood bank for procurement of blood. And when transfusion is required for the patient, it is responsibility of nursing home to make it available to the patient. You cannot tell patient that go and bring up blood, and if at all patient fails to bring a blood, you cannot have that defense, my friend. So if you want to transfuse blood, it is your responsibility. See how tightening of nursing home act is done by the lawmaker. Case to be reported to local supervising authority. A nursing home shall report cases of disease mentioned in schedule, that is notifiable disease. Cooperation with this program. Now this is very important chapter. Please give your attention to this. They have defined now patient's right, and this is standard chartered of patient's right. The patient admitted nursing home shall have following right. The patient or person authorized by the patient or his kin must receive relevant information about the nature, cause of illness, proposed care, the expected result, possible complication, and expected cost. Examination of female patients should be carried out by doctor in presence of female. Person suffering from HIV/AIDS is entitled to get a treatment and care in every nursing home. To write a complaint in complaint register, it must be kept in nursing home in reception area. The list of medical practice along with qualification, MCI, MMC, registration number, its validity date shall be displayed at reception zone. Patient has the right to seek second opinion. All medical and diagnostic reports shall be made available to patient or authorized person to facilitate second opinion. Patient or person authorized by him has the right to have an access to his clinical records at all the time during admission. Like corporate hospital always say that medical record we will not show to you. That is gone now. They are mandate. Even photocopy of indoor paper shall be made available on demand even when patient is admitted. Discharge card should be issued to the patient mentioning diagnosis, clinical finding, result of investigation, treatment given, patient's condition at time of discharge, and advise. All details of rates of various treatment charged by nursing home, but not more than that as notified by the government from time to time shall be displayed by nursing home at a prominent place in nursing home or in printed format as per schedule specified in schedule 3. As per admission consent, it shall be responsible the patient and his next kin to settle the bill for health service provider by the concerned nursing home. Patient and his kin shall abstain from violence. That is for them. Form C, they have already decided. Schedule 1, they have given a clear area per square feet for number of beds. They have already defined under PCP, MTP, it need to be displayed where English, Hindi, local language denoting facility, fire exit must be on reception. Schedule 2, the contagious disease which need to be intimated to the authority. And schedule 3, what you need to display on nursing home very clearly have been defined. You need to display the admission charge, charges per day, bed ICU, doctor's charge per visit, assistant doctor charge per anesthesia charge, operation theater charge, operation theater assistant charge, anesthesia assistant charge, nursing home charge, intravenous infusion charges, special visit charge, multi parameter monitor charge, pathology charge, oxygen, everything you need to display in proper place. And my friend, this is the law which has been already in a place. I know many of the people may not be knowing about it. I will share this copy to you all. Please reread it and prepare yourself, because tomorrow, as awareness will increase, extortionists will increase, antisocial activists will increase, patient will be aware about this, and it will be a tough time for nursing home if we are not prepared with these regulations, which is already defined under the law. My friend, let me tell you, we need to be protected. We know that we are in a vulnerable position. We know that we get carried away with the local police station, political leader. We know we need to entertain them because they anytime demand a discount, anytime come and make a havoc to the hospital. I still remember, I don't want to name a political party here, but they have joined some doctor as, you know, in a better post in that particular political party. Padadikaris, we say, they have created doctor cell. And during the election, this is my personal experience, which I have experienced in last election or last election, I don't know. They wanted to show to the people that they are doing activity for the patient. They have indirectly made a news in every Charleston society saying that if at all your patient is getting admitted to any hospital, please come to us. We will see that you get 20, 30, 40% discount on medical bill. Many of the people have started approaching these so-called leaders. They are visiting nursing home and straightway saying to deduct the CUT which is given to referring doctor, because doctor were there in these parties. They were very clearly knowing about cut practice, referring practice. In one case, when I got a call from nursing home to handle their case, I was utter surprised, because in this case the same people approached when patient was getting discharged, asked surgeon to discount the amount which he is going to give to general practitioner or referring doctor. Surgeon has refused, saying that I don't give any CUT. I never ever pay to any of referring doctor. But they were very clear. They said, we know that you give. Suppose you are not giving, then consider that patient directly came and give a discount to them. Doctor was in trap. He called them in evening. He called referring doctor and asked him, and narrated complete story. That doctor has said, do whatever you want, but I want my rights. So even if you are giving discount, I should get my whatever been promised by you. And being a leading practitioner, now surgeon was in very difficult situation. Evening, these people again approached. Doctor said, I can't help you. They said, we have inquired. We know that you have been referred by this doctor, and that doctor is going to get his cut. Remain nothing. Surgeon has called the doctor on speakerphone and was speaking in front of these people on a speakerphone. And in the speakerphone, again, that doctor, referring doctor, was demanding his money. And he said, I don't want to listen anything. I will stop referring a patient to you. You discount them, I'm least bothered, but I want my money. The surgeon has requested these people, saying that if I give 40% discount and I need to give 40% to that doctor, then what remain is 20%, where every service surgery has been done by me. It will not recover my own cost of disposables, own cost of instrument and other things, including nurse. These guys went to that general practitioner, and sorry to say that he was homeopathic doctor, and this doctor were knowing that they cannot do allopathic practice, and threatened that doctor that we are going to watch with every single patient. If you give allopathic drug to any single patient, we will initiate a criminal action against you, or you come with us Tell surgeon to discount right now 40%. And surgeon was already promised 20% to them. They came with this doctor, taken a 60% discount. See why I'm sharing all this. But tomorrow, today or tomorrow, the anti-social activist, the extortionist will definitely come to know about these rules and regulation and going to trouble you. My friend, in all this domain, my request to protect yourself. As I said, criminal case is definitely going to be against you if at all any mistakes done by any of paramedical staff. Ego hurting will lead to Consumer Protection Act cases against you for want of compensation, which I see every day now. Every day. I get some of the consumer court notice every day across the country. And if you read standard, that is a report in some standard magazine, I read 5 million cases has been filed against the doctor and hospital last year, negligence cases. That is too high, my friend. And that is the reason I request every nursing home to protect yourself. One, with a medical record, train your paramedical staff. If you can't, please contact us. We have got domain to train online all your paramedical staffs. We will send a link. I have we have done in past. I have seen nursing home people. They are having already TV projector, big hospital. They call all nursing home people, make them sit in auditorium or place where they click the link, and all the hospital nurses, you also can do, you can share the link with your nursing home people, make them mandate to listen to training program where everything is taught to them, including medical record keeping, including empathy, attitude, behavior, with all the laws, how if they don't follow are going to be booked under criminal law. The fear in the mind of, hello, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, you
Yes, I
audible.
can. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So the reality that a medical record they are going to prepare, so they need to be trained in medical record keeping, they need to be trained in apathy, empathy, they need to be trained in politeness, dropping egos, they need to be trained in attitude and behavior, which you cannot do. ये घर की मुर्गी दाल बराबर, if you try to do, they will say कि डॉक्टर तो हर दिन बोलता है. Bring some third person to train them. We are there. We are already online training of people. But paramedical staff training is necessary in today's day to reduce litigation, increase reputation. Second thing, keeping a medical record, which is going to save you a lot, as I given a mini example to you. Third thing, having a medical legal expert on fingertip, that is medical legal service provider. We, as a doctor's risk medical legal services, has already tied up with NIMA to provide a medical legal services to all their members. You can go on doctorsrisk.com. You can register yourself under NIMA organization. You will be facilitated with all legal support which NIMA people have tied up with us for their members. So have a medical legal expert, medical legal service provider, because they help you in pre-litigation. So any patient wanted to have a medical record, you got 72 hours to give a medical record. Call your medical legal expert. Do your audit of medical record. Auditing of medical record is going to save you a lot because that is the only record read in court of law. Call your medical legal expert. Take a help from them how to handle the scenario situation. Answer a notices in such a way which does not go in court of law, and understand how situation need to be handled. During litigation, to all nursing home people, any complication happen during the surgery or procedure, please call your medical legal expert. Exchange your medical record before you declare a death out because police is going to take a paper immediately. Understand from them how to interact to the relative in case of death where OT inside you are in OT. Understand how to handle the mob if at all possibilities. understand how you are going to handle the press people, the reporters from the experts, exchange your medical record, make it foolproof before declaring that. Everything expert are going to tell you with their experience of 20 years. I am always there. You may not be expert in that field. Like you can't be expert in AC repairing, so don't you put AC repairing by yourself. You're not expert in electric fittings, so you call electrician, they are the expert. So when you need any expert, believe on them, call them, take a help. And for NIMA people, we are always there. NIMA also has got huge number of medico legal consultant on their panel. So you can call any of the medico legal consultant. If not, you can call Doctors Risk Medico Legal Services. You can go on doctors.com and take an appointment there. I am going to be there to help you. Since NIMA is already tied up with Doctors Risk, take advantage of that. That is very well applies to you. You just need to go on doctorsrisk.com and register yourself. That job is over. Furtherance to that, medical legal service provider help you in drafting of the document and appear in court of law. Because advocates are good, but they don't understand asphyxia and hypoxia. They don't understand neurotoxicity, nephrotoxicity. You need to explain them contraindication, side effect of every drug, and that is not possible for practicing doctor every time. So your medical legal expert can help you post litigation also. Your medical legal expert and service provider also helps you in sending a notices to the vendors who are troubling my hospital. Many of the vendors like X-ray tech maintenance, AC maintenance, drug supplier, everyone is a vendor. To file a case against them, to send a notice to them for substandard, or to the recovery notice to the patient. Every nursing home in a year loses 5 to 10 lakh rupees, which is unpaid by the patient. Either check is bounced or pending payment does not received. Send a notice. Your medical legal service provider are there to send a notice to them. And with the notice, they come and pay. I have experience personally. Or you can file a case. You can send a notice to defamator also, who defame you in various social media and bring a loss to you. Send a notice. Your medical legal expert service provider like Doctor Sis is always there to help you. So have a medical legal service provider on a fingertip. Third, very very important again, to have a error omission policy of nursing home. Individual policy you may have, you may not have, but nursing home policy you must take, because nursing home policy, which Dr. Sisk in association with New India provides, covers all para medical staff, all qualified and unqualified staff. So unqualified staff is also covered. It covers all visiting consultant to their hospital. It covers out of court settlement, cashless. It covers complete legal fees across the country under the policy. And more importantly, come with medical legal service package to every single nursing home owner in a peanut price. And error omission policy do cover the practicing doctor of that hospital. Suppose you are a owner, then by default you are also covered under the policy which agreed by New India Assurance Company. And NIMA has tied up for that also, let me tell you. And you will shock to see the rate which has been negotiated. You, if you have got a policy with you today, go and check the rate you are paying already to insurance company. I can assure you, when you see the rate promoted by NIMA, you will feel that it is not even 25% what you are paying. Yes, what I say is absolutely right. Peanut amount with a 10-bed hospital, NIMA has negotiated to the extent of 12, 15,000 rupees. More than that could be 14,000. The nursing home I am talking about, the nursing home with a coverage of 10 lakh, 50 lakh, 1 crore, very peanut amount. Even for the 100-bed hospital, rates are very cheap. And this is possible because New India Assurance in a group policy has offered a good discount to us, and we could able to pass the same discount to all nursing home owner. So if you got a policy, check how much you are paying, and you can switch over. Your tenure of 10 years, 5 years of policy will not go haywire, because IRDA ruling says that retroactive date will cover old cases, old years policy also. Yes, if you want, you can have additional policy. If you got two policies, both will come together for your remedies. One you which you have already had, second we have taken right now. So it will become double for you. So you can use one, you can use both in need. But my friend, it is most important for every nursing home owner to have a policy, because vicarious liability goes to the extent of 90%. Yes, you heard very rightly, and it will be problem for you. You need to sell a hospital if 2 crore compensation or 3 crore compensation been awarded by any of the court, which is nowadays our reality, which you have experienced in Nagpur also, where radiologist was ordered to pay 1.25 crore in a normal scan. So nursing home, you can imagine what could be the. So very very important, my friend, have policy from doctorsearch.com with New India NIMA tie-up rates. You can also train your paramedical staff if you are with doctors, that comes in a package. Otherwise, you need to pay a huge amount to train your people. So you recover amount in that also. And yes, upgrade your law knowledge. Today, because of Dr. Priyanka and their team, I could able to get connected again to you. You must have heard me in every topics. Definitely something new you must have learned today. But that is not end. You need to upgrade your knowledge periodically, regularly, so that no one can extort money, no one can trouble you. My friend, with this, let me tell you, practicing in this country is very easy, but because of antisocial activists, we need to be very alert. So I will request again to have medical legal expert on a fingertip. You can take my number from NIMA people. You will find me on website also. Educate Dr. Armisha. You can save my number. I am always there for my people. And now I am obligated with NIMA, where central agency has already tied up for their doctors with us. So you can take my number. You can take from NIMA head. They can put in a group also. You can mail me anytime at legal@doctorsdesk.com. My number is very catchy: 8080090908, 8080090908. You can connect me anytime. Have medical legal expert on fingertip. Do have a policy for a hospital which is known as error omission policy. You can go on doctors.com, register yourself. You'll find NIMA rate. You can book right now and take a benefit of that, or you can call your authority and go ahead with that. And of course, training, which is mandatory for all paramedical staff, is going to be there. With this, I really thank all NIMA OBGY society members. Thanks, special thanks to Priyanka Nakade madam, Dr. Priyanka, Dr. Jagruti, Dr. Abhishek, and all their team member. Prajakta, yes, she has sent me mail for link. So every member whom I don't know, but all committee member, and it's very special to all the delegates who have invested their time for upgrading the knowledge. I thank everyone. I stop here. Thank you very much. Over to you, all the
Thank you so much, sir. This is
Meghna.
Dr.
Yeah, you are
Priyanka.
there. So over to you.
Yeah. And thanks a lot, sir. Because of you, I think you have owned so many cases has been filed against doctors. But especially from my fraternity point of view, if I'm saying there are so many cases I have seen, you have fight for us, and it was like we are very much fearlessly practicing because of the lawyers like you were there for us always, every time. And I have seen you for every cases, like whenever I ask for the help, it is like, yes, yeah, you are ready for that. And before 2 days, even I came to know for the Karnataka states, and I discussed with you also. In there, they have got a notification from, I think, any CS or something. I have shown to you. So, family welfare, from family welfare, they got the notice that nobody can, from Ayush department, can refer for ANC referrals for the sonography. So, is it true, or what should they filed, or petition they filed for that purpose?
There's two things, Priyanka. One, you can go to High Court and file a writ petition and quash that notification, because
Okay.
anatomy, physiology are same with every pathies. In matter of Ayurveda, homeopath, Siddha, naturopath, or could be any of the doctor, including our NIMA people. So anatomy,
Yeah.
physiology, same. Only difference which has been already been promoted in every state is pharmacology. So when pharmacology means the medicine is only difference, things are same. And if
Hmm.
you read your own act, that is Central Act, you will find that it is very categorically mentioned under that you can refer, you can give us certificates, you can do everything. Everything has been allowed to you, and
Yeah.
NCIM is very active in that respect. So that is ultra virus, the whatever family health affair people, because you can't expect them to know understand the law. So to make them understand the law, one thing, one should go to High Court and file writ petition to quash that. If you don't want to invest a money, or you don't want to fall in litigation, easiest alternative which I have suggested to you, that file
Mm-hmm.
RTI application, right to information, to same department,
Yeah.
and ask them the
Mm-hmm.
provision under which they claim that MBBS only can refer. The moment you talk about the provision, they will be speechless, because the
Mm.
moment you ask about the law of the land, they are going to refer to their legal department, and legal department will do the research on that part, and you will get your answer. So try it. Both the remedies
Yeah.
are open to you, but in my opinion, referring is no question why they should be stopped.
Okay. They will contact you regarding this.
Let them come.
I have given your number.
Let them come. I'll
And
help them. Don't worry.
yeah, yeah. They were like they were asking from the help from the NIMA OBGY, and I said we are have a good backup of our lawyers, so you can directly ask
Thank
them.
you.
Can
Thank you
have
for appreciation.
yeah. Okay. Okay, Prajakta, any questions?
Yes, we will now proceed with the question and answer session. So Dr. Abhishek Kokare is going
Yes,
to take that session. I will
Okay,
request him
okay.
to start.
Okay.
yes,
Abhishek?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can start here.
Yes. Anyone having question? Put in chat box. Otherwise,
We can wind up 10 o'clock
just
because people may be
just one.
hungry.
Okay. Sir, I want to ask that हम नर्सिंग होम ओपन करते हैं, मतलब अभी BMS MS गायनेक का नर्सिंग होम है, और हम सीजेरियन वगैरह OT जो ऑपरेट करते हैं, उसके उसके लिए जो ICU रखते हैं, उसके लिए सर्जन MBBS जरूरी है, राइट?
देखो, नर्सिंग एक्ट के अंदर जब उन्होंने लिख दिया है कि आईसीयू मैनेज करने के लिए मैंडेट है, तो आपको रखना पड़ेगा।
और आईसीयू नहीं है तो
तो जरूरत नहीं है, उन्होंने लिख दिया ना। अगर आपने, मैं आपको पढ़ने को दिखाया नहीं, उन्होंने बोला एनी रजिस्टर्ड मेडिकल प्रैक्टिशनर, तो उसमें उन्होंने बीएमएस का भी नाम लिखा है, बीएचएमएस का भी लिखा है। तो वो क्लॉज आपको मैं दिखाया नहीं, लेकिन उसमें उन्होंने लिखा है कि एनी डॉक्टर रजिस्टर्ड अंडर एमसीआई एक्ट, दैट इज एनएमसी एक्ट और एमसीआईएम एक्ट इन महाराष्ट्र और अंडर एमसीएच एक्ट, they all are going to be RMPs and they can be a RMO.
ओके। और सर ये बॉम्बे नर्सिंग
Sir,
होम,
does it mean that when what he is asking, uh, जब हम लोग एमएस बेसिस पे, बीएमएस एमएस बेसिस पे नर्सिंग होम या फिर
आप तो सर्जन हो
ओटी
ना,
स्टार्ट
ऑलरेडी
करते हैं?
सर्जन हो, काय को अपने आप को कंफ्यूज करते हो?
हेलो।
जब सर्जन वर्ड यूज किया प्रियंका मैडम, So
हाँ.
surgeon applies to you also. Don't get confused with allopathy and
No,
Ayurveda.
no, 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 no. I'm not talking about it. I'm not for the OT management. बट आपने जैसे कहा है कि आईसीयू के लिए एमबीबीएस होना जरूरी है, जो एक्ट
ऐसा
में
लॉ में
लिखा है.
लिखा हुआ है, मैंने नहीं बोला है, मैंने लॉ दिखाया आपको।
हाँ.
ये रूल बने हुए मैंने आपको दिखा दिया।
हाँ.
मैं आपको
तो
वो भी दिखा देता हूँ जो मैंने आपको।
कि अगर आप ओटी करते हैं तो आपको आईसीयू का बैकअप रखना भी बहुत जरूरी है.
हाँ, एटलीस्ट
हाँ
रिकवरी रूम तो रखना जरूरी। जहाँ भी सर्जरी करते हो ना, या तो
हाँ.
फिर आप किसी हॉस्पिटल के साथ नियर बाई अटैच रहो जिनके पास आईसीयू है।
हम्म.
अगर नहीं है तो आप रखो, नहीं तो आजू बाजू में किसी हॉस्पिटल के साथ आप टाई अप रखो।
अटैक.
हाँ,
अच्छा.
ये देखो यहाँ
वही
लिखा
क्योंकि
हुआ
वो
है,
लोग.
लेट मी शो यू, इसमें आपको ढूंढ रहा था। उन्होंने लिखा है
हम्म.
अ पर्सन रजिस्टर्ड अंडर महाराष्ट्र मेडिकल काउंसिल एक्ट और इंडियन मेडिकल काउंसिल एक्ट। तो नीमा सब आ गए, हम सब आ गए। द महाराष्ट्र मेडिकल
हम्म.
प्रैक्टिशनर एक्ट तो नेचुरली सारे डॉक्टर आ गए। Under Maharashtra
अच्छा.
Homeopathic Practice Act, shall be medical officer on duty rendering services round the clock। तो ये क्वेश्चन अगर कोई पूछता है कि बीएचएमएस या बीएमएस या बीयूएमएस को हम आरएमओ करके रखें, तो उसका आंसर लॉ मेकर ने आपको दे दिया है। तो आरएमओ
हम्म.
करके आ सकते हैं। खाली उन्होंने क्या बोला कि जब आईसीयू की बात आएगी तो आईसीयू की फैसिलिटी में उन्होंने सिर्फ ऐड किया है यहाँ पे, when they talked about ICU, that at
हम्म.
least one MBBS doctor on duty all the time,
हाँ.
इन्वेस्ट करके।
ओके. नहीं, हमारे जैसे मोस्ट ऑफ द कॉलेजेस या फिर इंस्टीट्यूशन में दे आर रनिंग द हॉस्पिटल्स, दे आर डूइंग द सर्जरीज. द ओनली थिंग दे आर लैक ऑफ आईसीयूज.
तो बाजू के नर्सिंग होम के साथ टाइप कर लो ना, जिनके पास आईसीयू उनके साथ टाइप कर लो। लॉ वही बोलता है, और कुछ नहीं बोलता। इफ यू कांट देन हैव अ समवन विथ यू। जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जजमेंट आया था इन रेस्पेक्ट
हाँ
टू
हाँ
आईसीयू,
हाँ.
उसका जो लूप होल्स था वही था।
ओके. ओके. ओके अभिषेक, कंटिन्यू.
ओके सर, सेकंड क्वेश्चन इज दैट नर्सिंग होम ओपन मतलब करते हैं तो बॉम्बे नर्सिंग होम एक्ट सब ये करता है, अप्लाइड करता है। और क्लिनिकल इस्टेब्लिशमेंट एक्ट मतलब वो अभी इधर ये नहीं है, टॉपिक नहीं है।
महाराष्ट्र में नहीं है, लेकिन जहाँ है वहाँ नर्सिंग होम एक्ट नहीं है।
ओके
दो
तो अभी
चीज है, जो स्टेट के अंदर क्लिनिकल एस्टेब्लिशमेंट एक्ट अडॉप्ट किया है वहां वो लोग ने नर्सिंग होम एक्ट को रिपील कर दिया है। महाराष्ट्र स्टेट ने 2003 के बाद से अभी तक क्लिनिकल एस्टेब्लिशमेंट एक्ट को अडॉप्ट नहीं किया है। सेंट्रल लॉ और स्टेट लॉ में यही डिफरेंट है कि हेल्थ स्टेट में आता है, तो स्टेट को पावर है कि लेना कि नहीं लेना सेंटर के लॉ को। उन्होंने प्रपोज जरूर किया, महाराष्ट्र क्लिनिकल एस्टेब्लिशमेंट एक्ट का ड्राफ्ट ऑलरेडी उन्होंने प्रपोज किया है, लेकिन कोई भी गवर्नमेंट ने उसको अडॉप्ट नहीं किया। जिस दिन वो अडॉप्ट हो जाएगा उस दिन आपका नर्सिंग होम एक्ट रिपील हो जाएगा।
ओके तो हम क्लिनिक और डे केयर सेंटर ओपन करते हैं तो ये एक्ट नहीं
नहीं लगता है डे
नहीं
केयर
लगता है।
सेंटर के लिए, और वो आपके ओपीडी
क्लिनिक।
सेंटर के लिए दैट दैट अप्लाइज टू आईपीडी सेंटर्स।
ओके
अगर कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं तो प्रियंका मैम।
यस।
यस सर. या नो प्रॉब्लम.
क्वेश्चन अगर मान लो किसी का क्वेश्चन है और उन्होंने पूछा नहीं, या जो ऑडियंस नहीं थे और आपने उनको इनलाइट किया और उनके पास भी क्वेश्चन होंगे, तो टेल देम टू राइट मी ऑन legal@doctorsrisk.com, आई विल आंसर दैट। और दे कैन
यस.
व्हाट्सएप मी ऑन 8080009998 और 9323446163। प्रियंका मैडम
डेफिनेटली.
हैज गॉट अ नंबर, आप चाहिए तो ग्रुप में डाल दीजिएगा नंबर और ईमेल आईडी, तो किसी को क्वेश्चन होगा तो दे कैन WhatsApp me or they can mail me. I will answer it.
Definitely.
यस।
Definitely. And I will need that notifications also, no? Clinical
हाँ,
Act and what you are showing.
चलेगा
Yeah.
चलेगा।
तो आप मुझे वो फॉरवर्ड कर दीजिए.
जी जी जी,
I will share it in my group.
चलेगा चलेगा। आई विल सेंड यू।
थैंक यू सो मच
Yeah.
सर फॉर दिस
Thank
थैंक
you,
यू
वंडरफुल।
वेरी
sir.
मच।
Thank you.
थैंक यू थैंक यू।
On behalf of NIMA OBGY Society and NIMA OBGY Central, I would like to express my gratitude to NIMA Central, Dr. Ashutosh Kulkarni sir, Dr. US Pandey sir, Dr. Shantilal Sharma sir, the NIMA OBGY Central, President Dr. Kamini Dhiman ma'am, Secretary Dr. Priyanka Nakade ma'am, Treasurer Dr. Vishnu Bhavane sir, Convener Dr. Rajesh Uttani sir, NIMA OBGY Maharashtra, President Dr. Suhas Serlekar sir, Secretary Dr. Manoj Gaikwad sir, Treasurer Dr. Ajay Raj Bhai sir. Thank you Dr. Arujit Mishra sir for delivering knowledgeable session with us. I would also thank Dr. Priyanka ma'am, Prajakta ma'am, Dr. Girish Daga sir for the help and the technical support. Thank you Dr. Jagruti ma'am for coordinating today's webinar with me. Last but not the least, all the delegates for sincerely listening to today's webinar. I hope you all enjoy the session and gain the knowledge. See you again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Good
Thank you,
night.
sir.
Good night to all.
Thanks
Thank
a
you,
lot.
everyone. Thank to all. So allow me to leave.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay. Good night,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you.